this computer. Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Today is going to be a fabulous training, all centered around Reels. So I'm not sure if all of you guys were aware, but this is actually a 2-day training. So we have so much to unpack. We have so much to unpack when it comes to Instagram. And we have so much to unpack when it comes to your Reels strategy, which yes, there should be a strategy that we use. And today, be prepared. This is 2 hours. Okay. I know some of you guys will not be able to stay on, but this is what you need to hear. So oftentimes I get asked, Jackie, real quick, can you look at my Reels? Real quick, can you tell me what's going wrong? Can I get a one-on-one with you? No, because I'm doing a 4-hour training. I'm going to do 2 hours today and 2 hours tomorrow. And I am so confident that if you guys actually watch this, and if I have leaders on right now, and you have girls that are like, can you just, look at my Reels and let me know what's wrong. This is now going to be the home-based training that you send her. You're not going to look at her stuff because also what's hard as a mom/upline. I mean, that's basically what we are here because I am a mom here to many Saint artists. It's hard to see what's wrong with our artists. You're like, dang, she's so good. I don't get it. Why is she not taking off? So this training is now going to replace that. It's going to be just a quick thing that if someone is just I am stuck as crap, this is now the home-based training. So going forward, if you're my front line, when I do my open coaching nights that I typically do with my front line, I'm going to require that you have answered and done the target audience worksheet that's going to be provided today. So if you come onto my calls and you're like, what is going on? Can you tell me how to fix my bio? The first thing I'm going to ask you is how this training went. Okay. So does everyone kind of feel all right, this is now the handbook for our, what's going on with our Instagram and Facebook Reels. So just so that we are clear too, going into this, I'm just going to clear up all these caveats. I'm going to refer to them as Instagram Reels, but you can correlate them to Facebook Reels. Okay. So you can also be oh, okay, this is applicable to Facebook Reels and a little bit TikTok, not completely. Okay. So we are not unpacking TikTok in its full entirety here. This is mostly for Facebook and Instagram Reels. The other thing I want to say is I have extreme ADHD. I am not medicated right now. So I know that's kind of funny and kind of quirky and funny to say, but genuinely, please save your questions for the end. Because I want this to be something that we can repurpose in the Glow Getters and that can be cohesive so that, if you come off mute and you ask me something, I will be so tempted to answer and then talk to you for 10 minutes. So we can't do that. And then lastly, before we dive in, I'm going to ask that we all, including myself, just take a deep breath. And if you get overwhelmed, that it's just Instagram. At the end of the day, this isn't the, what's that log exam? Is it called the LSAT that you take? This isn't the LSAT. This isn't oh, I can't be a brain surgeon because I can't, this is just Instagram. It's a free app that potentially can grow you a bunch in sales. And it's not game over if we don't master it. Okay. So take a deep breath. It's just Instagram. And then lastly, I wanted to say, I strategically paired this training with Samantha. I don't know if you guys watched her stuff last week, but it was freaking good. Okay. So at the end of the day, you should be taking it into your own hands that if your content is not great right now, it's a skill set to develop. It takes time. And quite frankly, Samantha's training, those last 2 days last week that are still up in the Glow Getters, yes, there's a recording, that can make you faster sales than potentially this real strategy. I'm going to say that again, that some of you guys are completely pigeonholed on your content and completely pigeonholed on your real strategy, and you're leaving on the table classes. You're leaving on the table conversations that today, some of you guys, if you would simply follow up correctly and ask a girlfriend or two for a makeover, could sell $1,000 in the next hour, but your Reels will not. Digest that. I'm a Reels freak. I love them. I think that they are a beautiful investment plan here at Saint, but it is not something for you guys to lose your mind over. That you can make so much money if you will hold classes and conversations. All right. So yeah, you're so fine, Jen. If you got to go, you got to go. This is going to be recorded. All right. So leaders, your team needs this. I'm going to say it again. If you have a team, you have a girl right now who is so sad that she's not as successful as you on Reels. So bring her in, let her know, let her get coached by me, and let's unpack this lovely training. Okay. Give me a sec to pull up our presentation and we will get started. Are you guys feeling good? I'm feeling pretty good. Give me some, like, I don't know, good vibes in the comments. Tell me something funny. Give me a smile. I don't know. Tell me something good that happened to you. Why is it says I can't, oh, okay. 1 second here. Thank you, Katie. Katie, I actually thought of you. I have a ton of crap that I can take to your house. I have an extra Pivo pod, ring light. Like, I was like going through all my stuff and I was like, I should just go get this to Katie. Katie, text me after this call. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, where's all my stuff? Here we go. All right, guys. We are going to get started. Let's get it started. Yeah. All right. I need that to go away. Okay. So this is it. Let's create your winning Reels strategy. Sorry, I got to keep letting people in. So stop feeling frustrated when it comes to making makeup reels and get clear AF on who your audience is. So today, here is what we are learning. Can you guys see when I'm admitting people into the room? Is that annoying? Do you guys see that I'm admitting people right now or no? Okay, that's good. That's fine. What we're learning today is we are finding your unapologetic voice. We're remembering why you signed up. Many of you guys have quite frankly forgot. And you tell yourself, oh my gosh, I don't want to be so annoying. Oh, this is so crazy. I'm selling a product. Am I the worst? Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to figure out your unapologetic voice because that's going to center you. Then we are going to define who you are and who she is. So many of you guys are just throwing shit up on the wall. We are just like, please let this be the one that changes my business. I'm going to post this reel and it's going to change everything. Or you're completely apathetic and you're like, whatever, at least my customers will see it and it'll show them how to use a product. And it's just quite frankly, a willy-nilly strategy. So we are going to get clear as crap on who you are serving. We're going to become aware. You guys need to become aware. You need to be able to look at your own content and be like, is this what Jackie calls live, laugh, love content? We're going to unpack that here in a minute. No shade to anyone who has that on a pillow in her house right now, but we know that it's a pretty trite saying that's lost its meaning. And that is something that I see happening a lot in Saint Artist's content. Is live, laugh, love. It just means nothing. And then we're going to also unpack what belongs in a beauty group versus the Reels universe. I'm going to provide you guys with a complete recipe for a kick-ass reel. Okay. So that's today. Tomorrow is going to cover more of the rhythm for what to post. So if you're like, I just don't know the rhythm, like when am I selling? When am I being a friend? When am I showing my mom content? When am I, whatever. I know you guys struggle with that, like knowing when to be a human and when to be a Saint Artist who's looking for a color match. So we'll cover that tomorrow along with editing techniques and just basically the style of editing to begin using with your reels. And then at the end, I'll have time for 3 live audits where I will be able to pull up 3 accounts and we will be able to look at it together and help you see where you can get more clear. And then of course, I'll take questions at the end. So this again is a 2-hour training. Buckle up, buttercups. Okay, so let's reflect. What brought you to Saint? If you guys have a notebook, get that notebook out. If you have a notes app on your phone, get that out. But this is important. I mean it. Like, I'm totally someone that's going to skip over stuff that I feel like isn't going to benefit me. But like, if that's you right now and you're kind of rolling your eyes, do this. Like, has anything else worked for you? No, it hasn't. So do this. So number 1, we're going to ask a few questions. How did you find the makeup? I want you guys to think about that. Who did you see first? Sometimes for some of you guys, it wasn't with the actual girl that you enrolled. It was through someone else's piece of content. How did you find the makeup? Write it down. The other thing I want us to reflect on is, what if that particular Saint Artist said to herself that her stuff was stupid? No one's going to see this. It's going to get seen by 123 people. What's the point? What if she would have said that and not showed up and you would have not seen that piece of content, that live video, that Instagram story, whatever it may be? I want you guys to reflect on that, because that's oftentimes where a lot of you guys are, is you're thinking, what's the point? No one's watching. Let's keep going with these questions. Can we picture someone just like you? Can we picture someone just like you right now? She is completely open. Now, what do I mean by that? I actually mean for you guys to picture you were ready to buy. Were you not? Like, many of you guys were ready to buy and ready for a new routine. like for real. And I want you guys to picture someone right now in your audience, someone right now on Instagram, someone right now who could watch your Facebook Live video, and she is completely open. I think a lot of us don't think anyone is open, but you're living proof that someone was open. This, I want you guys to just journal out and just reflect on this question. And if you guys can't do it right now, like I see cute Nicole with her kids. So Nicole, if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't write down any of these questions, just write these down and then you can come back and reflect on them. Did you find it gross that your St. Artist made $1 off of you? And that we could close up the Zoom right on that and have you guys reflect on that for a day, because I think a lot of you guys have issues around you being able to get compensated for this. You guys don't think it's gross. Like, I know for me, when I first started saying, actually, I was transitioning out. I was doing doTERRA at the moment. When I was first doing my first MLM company, I was a nanny, and I didn't find it gross that I got paid to be a nanny. How many of you guys find it gross that like you have a job, you got paid for it? I struggle so hard with this because some of you guys find it so weird. You're like, oh, I'm not in it for the money. Okay, then reject the payment. Venmo it back to the person. You're in it for the money. I'm kind of kidding. I'm kind of not, but like literally, I hear that so often. I'm not in it for the money. Oh, you're not? Okay, then I want to see you Venmo back the payment to someone. You're not going to. Because you deserve to get paid for the work of color matching someone, of helping someone. Like, you guys, stop being so weird about money. It's okay. If you were nannying someone's kids, you would accept payment. If you were going to go work at Burger King for a day, you would accept payment. It's okay for you as a stay-at-home wife and mom to make money. Okay? Like, for real. End of story right there. All right, let's keep going. Now I want you guys to write these ones down. So what we're doing here is just kind of figuring out you. I think you guys have just lost your complete center on why you're even a St. Artist. Why were you even open to a new routine or opportunity? So I want you guys to write that down. Like, what was it about that girl's tutorial that, hold on, let me mute everyone. Okay. Why were you even open to a new routine? Because some of you guys were happy as heck, right? BB cream, Estee Lauder, no makeup at all. Tell me what it was in explicit like detail. Why were you even open to trying the makeup? I want you to write that down. And then I'm just throwing all these visualizations actually at you. I want you guys to picture someone you absolutely admire right now and how they share Saint. Give me some names in the comments. I know you guys have like Saint idols. Who's your little Saint idol? Who's your little freaking Britney Spears of Saint, where you're like, oh my gosh, I just love her. I love her tutorials. I love what she does. Chelsea. Chelsea's a good one. Come on, keep it going. Kristen is the other one. Harmony, Samantha Abraham, Tracy and Tabby, Elena Jones, Beth. Oh, I love Beth. I love all these girls. Beth is a cute one though. She's Nicole, Vanessa Wright. We just love their stuff. And I've got freaking news for you. Okay, Michelle Sanchez, Morgan Baldwin, Kayla Tracy Morgan, Harmony. Yes, we love them all. Okay. Yeah, girls, get it in there. I love this. So we're going to talk about this. Here is the news. There is a version of you out there, and I feel this in my bones, where people admire the crap out of you. Like the way that you admire them, that is for you as well. And I think some of you guys don't feel like, I sense this when I watch your reels. You don't think anyone cares. You don't think anyone cares like Tracy's audience, like Harmony's audience. But I'm telling you right now, there is a version of you where they are like, I want Laura's tutorials. I need Alyssa Robbins trainings. I need all of it. They want your stuff. So I need you guys to get in bed with that. All right. Now, before we go in, being on this training, you are completely aware that reels are a highway to connections and exposure and uncomfortableness. So we're just going to address that. Reels are uncomfortable. How many of you guys are a little bit like ticked off at them? I feel like I'm training a bunch of hungry lions where you guys are just like, I'm going to strangle them. I'm going to strangle that damn algorithm. I'm going to strangle that app. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I want you guys to know that marketing is uncomfortable. Like, I don't know any other way to say it, but reels are a little bit harder than a Visily code. Digest that. because it's a skill set. It's a skill set where you learn to market yourself, but you absolutely can. Can everyone type that in the comments? I can do this. I can master this. Like, you guys can learn this. But bottom line is, you haven't been trained. You haven't been exposed on how to properly do these tutorials, how to properly show this product to an audience. And so we're just out there trying stuff. And if I'm being honest, I even see this happening with the big doggies, with a lot of the, like, Seint has a lot of top sellers. And I feel like sometimes what happens is they're like, shoot, what I do? I've actually heard it come out of their mouth sometimes. I think I got lucky. And they think that, but 100% there was a strategy to it. They didn't know about it. It's like kind of like a clock. What is it that saying? A clock is right 2 times a day. That sometimes happens. And that's okay. And even if you're on right now and you kind of feel like that, it's okay. I'm going to back engineer why it happened for you though. What exactly happened in the reel that you delivered and how you can do more of it. Because that's a thing too. I see some people be successful with it and they have an audience on Instagram, but then they're like, what's next? Okay, let's keep going. All right. This is so important. Tell me the truth about you and the makeup. I need one volunteer of a story. So I need you to just tell me the truth. Like, what is it? Like, I am looking for someone to type me in the comments. Like, what is it about this makeup where you are just like, where you experience something like a shift within your self-esteem, or within, like, what was the reason of why you said yes? I need you to hear, I need to hear a quick story, and then I will, that's amazing. Jamie Ray, will you come off mute? I want to take a moment to explore this.
Hi.
Hi, perfect. So tell me more about this whole, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. This is so fascinating.
Yes. So, when I was in like high school and stuff like that, I used to wear makeup every single day. It was a self-esteem issue. And then I got into a toxic relationship and I wasn't allowed to wear makeup or dye my hair or anything like that. And when I was getting out of that relationship and my whole world was crumbling, I had seen this makeup on my friend's wall, for a year. And I was just scared to try it because I didn't want something that didn't work. I just really needed something that was easy and something that I could have my creative outlet again. And so I went for it. So I had like nothing, and I just feel it's crazy that through a makeup I now feel beautiful. And I feel creative again. I just feel like a part of me came back to life through having just this little one compact makeup.
Right. Thank you, Jamie. Seriously, thank you so much. I'm going to use your story a little bit as an example of how we'll turn this into a strategy eventually. Is that okay? Okay. So, yeah, I think she's good. The thing about what she just said is all of you guys have a story like that. Maybe nothing like that, but all of you guys do have something like that. And the problem is you either told someone about it in a live video, you glanced over it in your Instagram stories 1 or 2 times, you kind of told the story, but you didn't slam it down. It wasn't in red. And I'm telling Jamie right now, this is a winning strategy. Right out the gates, like, we can do so much with her bio. We can do so much with the type of series of reels that she unravels simply by the fact that she told me the truth. So, and it doesn't have to be a traumatic thing like that, where Jamie was in a toxic relationship where she wasn't allowed to wear makeup. It can be something as simple as, I was burnt out as a mom, and quite frankly, I didn't like how I looked in the mirror. That is powerful. And so many of you guys need to know that what's going to happen in this workshop is I'm going to show you how to take that one truth and turn that into a strategy. That is who you are. It is the truth. And that is how you're going to connect with a very specific woman. Okay. So we are going to keep going. Yes. Thank Jamie for that raw honesty. That is so powerful. But I need you guys, if you're sitting here right now and you're just like, duh, I don't even know. Like, even if your reason seems frivolous, I need you to really explore that. My favorite line that I use on all my Zooms is, tell me more about that. So if if your thing was like, I don't know, it looked cool, I want you to tell me more about that and continue to journal out, because this is what's literally missing with so many of you guys' content, is that you have not figured out why you even had a pain point with the makeup. Like, what made you as a 30, 40-year-old woman decide to finally wear makeup? What made you give up your liquid foundation for this? Like, there is a story, but you guys are not telling it well. You are not going hard in the red with it. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, who is she? So this right out the gates is your audience. This is who your target audience is. That was who you were. Okay, that's who you are. And you have an interesting story, and we're going to bind it together with what a target audience is. I need you guys to know what this is. So write on your paper, write in the notes of your phone, target audience. The target audience is a specific woman that has been waiting for you to show her this line of makeup. She's been waiting for you guys to become besties. She is a specific woman. All right. And this is, again, what is missing in a lot of your guys' tutorials. So most of us are flat out skipping this step. like literally like, makeup's fun. Are you freaking kidding me? It's for my mom. It's for my teenager niece. It's for everyone. It's for someone in their 40s and their 20s. Everyone needs this makeup. And it's a cliche saying, but when you talk to everyone, you talk to no one. When you talk to everyone, you talk to no one. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. This is the part of the Zoom where we get a little bit of hyperventilating. You're going to be like, good Lord, is she going to say that niche word? Oh my gosh, do not let her say that niche word. I'm not going to say that word, because I actually, we're done with it. We're done with it. We left it in the dust. We're just using the word target audience. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, as someone who has used a target audience with her following, I have made it on all of the trips. Every month, I'm at least selling $10,000 worth of makeup. Every month, I am getting followers to follow my page, even though they are outside of my target audience, but my messaging stays tight. I want to, Courtney, you're on the spot. I'm so sorry, but I know that you'll roll with this. Courtney Angelic, will you come off mute?
Happy to. What's up? Can you hear me?
So Courtney, are you only matching bariatric customers?
No, but mostly.
Mostly. But there is a chance that a rando slips in.
Yes.
Okay.
From my reels. Yeah.
Thank you. That's all. This is like court. You're dismissed from the stand.
Okay. That was hard.
No, it's because I'm going to take this into a moment. You guys, you are so nervous that if putting in your Instagram bio that you serve women over 40, you're going to lose all the 30-year-olds. Oh my gosh, but the 30-year-olds, good Lord, but the 30-year-olds. Or if you put over 50, oh my gosh, but what about the 45-year-olds? And it's like, ladies, take a deep breath. It's okay. You're still going to find an umbrella within that, but your messaging is not tight. And what I mean by that, I mean, it's live, laugh, love. When I watch a reel and it doesn't speak to anyone except for my easy mom makeup routine, that is cute and that is great. And it brought us so far. And we want to thank that reel for getting us out of our comfort zone. Sometimes we need my easy mom makeup routine, honestly, but you guys are here because you're sick of it. You're like, it's not getting me matches. My easy, one compact mom makeup routine. Is it working? It ain't. Y'all wouldn't be here if it was. So I'm going to tell you why it's not working. Because go back to that slide above that. There were some truths there. And so now, hopefully now you're meaning, oh, that's what she means with tell the truth. No, how does this look? I'm an overstimulated type A woman. I used to work in corporate America, and quite frankly, my kids are pissing me off today. Let's put on some makeup to get in a little bit more of a better mood. Does that land a little bit differently? That specificity of like, good grief, oh my, where I know I'm a little bit like feisty, but like, do you see that specificity? I'm overstimulated. I'm type A and I'm kind of pissed my house is dirty. I used to be a boss bitch and now I'm not. What's going on? Whose 3 kids are these? Let's put on some makeup to just get through the day. Do you see how that feels so much different than a fluffy live, laugh, love. I'm gonna live, laugh, love my life away with this pig. No, stop it. Stop it. Because it's literally not working. But what works is specificity. But you guys can't get specific until you define who she is. Okay, let's go back to it. Who is she? All right. So, hold on. Here we go. We're going to go over these questions for a moment, and then we're going to take some more time to do some more homework on the questions. So just so we're clear, I'm about to run you guys through these questions down here, but there's this document in the Glow Getters right now. It's pinned at the top of the page. And this is the document that is going to help so many people, that if you guys can fill this out, this is going to give you clarity on who this woman is. Okay. So let's go answer these questions. So we're going to ignore this part right now, the ADHD part and the personality aspect, leave that out, but just go with me. Let's go on a little bit of a exploration with this. So to each of these questions, except the first one, I need you to write out 9 answers, 9 different answers for this question. Okay. So I'll give you guys examples as we get going. So this is us discovering your target woman to talk to in your reels. First of all, write it at the top of the page. How old is she? 5 years, round up. So for me, I'm 34. I'm going, this makeup, this is 35 plus, this makeup is for women in their that are 35. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So if you're like 40, you're going to say over 40. I want you to round up. How old is she? And you guys can type it in the comments, but give me that age. How old is this woman? You can type it in the comments or just on your notes, whatever. 45, love it. Stacy's going with it. 60, love it. 30 plus, 40, perfect. Go. We're gonna go with that age. We have an age of who it's for. Okay. Perfect. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna be making it rain. All this over 40 is getting me giddy. Got dollar signs in my eyes. You all don't even know. You don't even know. And who wrote 60? Girl, you're a freaking multimillionaire. Where are you at? Where's my 6-year-old? Oh, Stacy Fox, it's over. It's over for Stacy Fox. Okay. And Joni's going to join the club. Joni Greenwood. You guys don't even understand. You don't even get it. Us 30-year-olds, it's okay. I'm gonna breathe some life into you too. But don't even. It is such a pain point. So let's keep going. All right. Here we go. We're going to keep going with this. So we wrote down Emily, it's okay. We're gonna find all those Gen Z babes, and they're just gonna love it. Okay, we're going to TikTok, Emily. Just kidding. Okay, kind of not. Let's keep going. And over 60, love it. Okay, write down that age, nice and big. It's for 60-year-olds. It's for 50-year-olds. Now you're gonna write 9 answers to this questions. What does this 60-year-old woman wish her makeup did? What does she wish it did? So let's write them out. So if she's over 50, she wishes it would cover dark spots. She wishes it wouldn't crust around her nose. She wishes it wouldn't go into her fine lines. She wishes to feel beautiful like she did 10 years ago. Maybe it's been 10 years, but I actually don't know. I don't know. It depends. Who is this woman? Do you guys see how this goes? So you're going to write out 9 things that she wants her makeup to do. So Emily's going to do that for 25-year-olds. They're going to have a whole thing. I love it. I love seeing this. But you guys are writing it all down, right? Get writing it down. This is Content City. Wait, is this Content City? You're going to write that gives a youthful glow. And to that, Joni, I say, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Do you see how that works? That line is golden. Tell me more about that, Joni, because there's something there. What do you mean a youthful glow? Is her stuff making her look ashy right now? It might be. There's a pain point. So keep going. She doesn't feel dumb when doing her makeup. I love it, Jen. Keep going, guys. Okay. Next up, and you guys can, if you can't do it with your kids running around and all that stuff, but I am not joking. I'm looking you in the eye right now. These each need 9 answers. They don't need 1. I don't need just to feel beautiful. I need more. Give me more. Give me more. Give me. Okay. What makes her insecure around makeup? Or what questions does she have about it that she's too embarrassed to ask out loud? Think about that. 9 answers. Here we go. So to my friend Jamie Ray, who was like, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. So she might be like, here, I don't know Jamie's scenario. I'm putting words in her mouth, but here's a scenario that she could say. She's like, I honestly took years off of makeup. I literally don't even know where to place the product. She's like, that's something that like someone like her might be too embarrassed to ask. Like, where are we putting blush? Down here, up here? What are we doing with our concealer? Like, do you see how, because Jamie's thing is, that's her thing, but now think of your thing. What are some questions that she's too embarrassed to ask? Keep going, Jen. That's a great thing to say. But I even want you to know, like, but even to that, Jen, she might be like, why are we wearing contour? Like, but you have to be thinking of this woman, this very specific woman. Here we go. Keep going. Yep, that's it, Jamie Ray. Missed the bus on where to put contour. How do I cover jowls? I love it. Okay, let's keep going. What does her current makeup routine look like and where does she shop? So what does it look like right now? And honestly, for some of your guys' target audience, are you noticing how it's kind of you? Are you guys kind of noticing like, oh, it's kind of like me, like right before Saint? Hold on. This is where you might write down like CoverGirl once a month. I don't know. I've been wearing this bottle of foundation I've had for a year and a half. Like, are you seeing how, go back to what that was like and then think, what is this girl doing? Is she going to Walgreens for her makeup? Is she not wearing foundation at all anymore? Because she's just like, screw it. I can't find one that matches me, So we're writing all these down. Each of these, though, get 9 responses. Dig deep. And when you think you can't dig deep enough, go deeper. That's the answer here. What is something that she doesn't think is possible with makeup? And this one's a good one. Because some of them think, what's the point? What's the point? I'm going to look silly. Or nothing can fix this face. I don't know. Keep going. Really explore this woman that you're thinking about and what she has said around it. And we're going to just write. You're going to write your little hearts out. Love it. Love that, Crystal. See, I already know, because I know Crystal's target audience. That is so key. So to Crystal, you give me 9 more of those. You give me 9 more of those pain points to a girl that is like, I love makeup, but like, right? Yeah, of course. So sorry, Amber. Screenshot this if you guys need to. And then we're going to explore the left side of this T chart, because this is the wings you guys need to fly. Okay, everyone screenshotted that. Okay, now we're going to do the left side of this chart. Okay, and this is also known as, my sign's not on, but it's known as your freak flag. Okay, it's your freak flag and her freak flag. It's a pretty much shared freak flag because you guys are Instagram besties. Okay, so this little target looking thing is your Instagram bestie. I want you to write down 3 shows that this girl watches. 3 shows. Like, she's like, this is our thing. Again, think of your best friend. You guys get what I'm doing here? 3 shows. So for me, I watch The Office still. I love Friends. And I will occasionally watch Love Island. So I'm going to write those down. Like, I'm like, all right, trashy shows. And I'm going to write them down in specificity, because already what's going to be happening here is I can start to bob and weave inside jokes about trashy reality TV into my reels. Because my girlfriend, my Instagram bestie who doesn't know we're besties yet, she's going to be like, girl, where have you been? Where have you been? So name 3 shows she watches. Name 3 places she loves to shop outside of makeup. Where is this girlfriend going? Where is our over 60 friend going? What does she love to do? You're going to write all these things out. And then in between it, throw in your quirks too. Like, if you have quirks about like things that you love. So for me, I'm going to throw in, I like to read now. I'm going to throw in, I love diet soda. I know aspartame is going to kill me, and it's also going to kill my bestie on Instagram. We know it. We know aspartame is literally cancer ridden, but we just can't stop, won't stop. We know this because we're Instagram besties. What else? We also know that our husbands are clingy sometimes, and we're like, ugh. Sometimes we just need a moment to vent to each other about it. So I'm writing down these things: Friends, Yellowstone. I love it. CSI, online boutiques. Now let's go into the realm of jokes though. I need you guys, we're going jokes right now. So what else? What else are we, my Instagram bestie gonna vent about to each other? We are going to, I'm going to tell her where I get my favorite jeans. Like I'm going to tell her about my Amazon finds. So you're just going to kind of brain dump all the little quirky things on there. Funky things about you. Like my Instagram bestie also likes to work out. We don't like to count macros. We don't know how. We don't really care to learn how. It triggers our eating disorder, but we love to work out. Do you see how this is working out? Freak flag stuff. It's important. We're gonna men, yoga, men. I like it. I like it. Must have coffee before talkie. Pole fitness. Kristen. See, we found each other. This is gonna be a whole thing, Kristen. We love making Walmart fashion look more high end than it is. Yes, Danny. Yeah, we're like balling on a budget. We know we can't shake the Dave Ramsey boat. So we're gonna go to Walmart and make us look bougie. I like it. Gracia says loves pens, buying supplies, but last 1 to 2 buying supplies, but hold on, I gotta read Gracia's last 1 to 2 classes of whatever I'm shopping for. Yes. Love walking. For some of you guys, I haven't seen this one pop up, but loves Jesus. Some of you guys are very, very avid Christians. We are reading that Bible every single day, all that. So write down on the left-hand side, the fire wives, kindergarten teacher, all of that. Okay. This is good. So on this side of the T-chart, we've got your crap. We've got your crap and a little bit of her crap, but it's just all the funky, quirky things outside of Saint. And then on this side, we've got her pain points around makeup. All right. Let's keep going. Hard stop. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to remember what I'm teaching. What's my next slide? Okay, here we go. I'm trying to remember what I was teaching. Sometimes I write stuff. Oh, okay. All right, hard stop. So following this formula is so important for reels, because reels are for the stranger. So I want you guys to write that down again. Write that down. Your brain will retain it better if you write it in the comments. Reels are for the stranger, not your mom, not your mom's friends, not your customers. Say it with me. My reels are not for my customers. They're not for your friends from high school. They are not for your Saint sisters. Okay. They are for your future Instagram bestie. She cannot find you though amidst your cloudy messaging. Okay. We're going to tie together that T-chart in a minute, but we're going to run through this right now. I need us to hard stop on that, because when I comb through some of your guys' content, I see beautiful reels on how to use the blush. I see beautiful reels on the buff brush. And I'm telling you guys right now, I'm gut checking you so hard, and it's going to be uncomfortable. That is not growing your audience. That is something that only your Saint sisters understand. That is something only a customer understands. And if that's fine, like maybe you're like, Jackie, but the buff brush gets me orders for my customers. I love that. But the bulk of you guys aren't getting color matches at all, right? Right? You're like, I have yet to receive my first color match. So we have to drop the content that speaks to my customers. And you're going to learn that, that's going to go in your beauty group. That's going to go in your customer email. That's going to go, that's going to go in your Instagram stories. But I fear that so many of you guys are slaving over these reels, and you're wondering why they're not working, because you're just completely talking about the product. the giving product names. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to show you how to change that. So let's scroll down to this. What is Live, Laugh, Love content? And why is it sabotaging my business? Okay, yeah. So let's go over this. Customer VIP group, Instagram stories, and Live, Laugh, Love content. Now, the caveat here is if you are selling 1K a month from Instagram, you're going to tweak this a little bit. So what I'm going to say right here is I saw that Elena Jones was on earlier, and Elena Jones sells like 20K a month from Instagram. 20K in makeup a month. First of all, love that. It's possible. If she can do it, you can do it. Like, do not make a dumb story about that. I'll never be like her. No, she's proof that we can do it. So if Elena Jones is selling 20K a month, the caveat here is that what I'm about to say, Elena can kind of be like, well, I have the audience. So she can do a buff brush reel. She can tell me about the fruit punch collection in a reel. Does that make sense? Are you guys understanding that? Her audience is there. Her Instagram besties are flooded. They are taking up the waiting room in Starbucks. Like they are just like gabbing away. They know all the inside jokes about Elena. The issue with you guys though, is that we will look at their content and be like, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to do that same reel showing about all that stuff. And then being like, well, nothing freaking happened. She has the relationship equity. We do not. So we need to be doing content that flags down our target girl. Okay. So hang with me. Hang with me. So here are some things that you're going to gut check yourself with. Little self audit. Fruit punch collection as a reel. If we're not selling $1,000 a month from Instagram, we probably should not have the fruit punch collection as a reel. Am I saying don't show it to me? No, you can. And I'll explain to you how to tighten your messaging around it. But the fruit punch collection as a reel right now, what it does for you is it pisses you off. There's no comments other than your Saint sisters being like, oh my gosh, watermelon's your color. And you're like, okay, where are my other friends? They're not there because the messaging isn't tight. Saying demi verbiage, RO1. That is stuff that feels like excluding. How to use the buff brush. I'm a busy mom. Here's how I get ready. It's very Live, Laugh, Love. Why I love my Saint makeup. Using the word Saint in your content. We're not being secretive. My thing is, you guys, we're not weirdos. We're not freaking Amway. I'm not telling you not to say the name of our company or New Skin because I want it to be a secret. I'm saying it for the sake of your audience not getting confused. So here's the thing. Write this one down. And I said it on my live last week, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it again. A confused mind won't take action. A confused mind won't take action. And I'm telling you right now, RO1 is confusing. The buff brush is confusing. What does that mean? Saint is pretty fracking confusing. It was so confusing. What a saint, like a saint? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Saint, like, like it just gets confusing. So I want you guys to be, when we talk to our target audience, we're kind of giving her verbiage as if she was 7 years old or hard of hearing and she's 70 years old. So what's an example of me showing RO1 to my target audience? So someone throw me out your target. Let's go. I'm going to go back to Jamie just because I remember Jamie. So Jamie wasn't allowed to wear makeup. Do I even have any demi on me? I probably do somewhere. Jamie wasn't allowed to wear makeup, and she is just now venturing into it. So Jamie, instead of being like RO1, here's RO1. This is called demi, and I'm going to show you how to use demi. Blah blah blah. First of all, blah 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 is literally all they heard. Like they literally only just heard. Like that is all inside joke, CIA Saint stuff. Like that's jargon that only we get. And then we're getting mad being like, why is only my Saint sisters commenting? Because they're the only ones that get it. So instead of that, you're going to be like, for years, I was not allowed to wear makeup. It was actually a very toxic thing. But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm noticing I have bags. And I have found a very light and easy way that is not overwhelming for me to get rid of my bags underneath my eyes. I know we don't apply demi like that, but whatever. And she's going to show like this little cute tin that I'm holding, this little tiny tin that I'm holding packs a punch and lasts me more than 9 months. And it's going to get rid of the bags underneath my eyes. I'm not even going to give a call to action to that, because you see how that all of a sudden is like, whoa, oh my gosh, that's talking to the woman, my Instagram bestie that hasn't found me yet. That is and we can figure this out later on. We can tell them it's secretly Oh, do you guys want to know how I did this? This is OR1. I can tell them that in my beauty group. I can tell them more once we're talking in the DMs. But you guys need to remember that your reels are for the stranger. She does not know what RO1 means, and let alone demi. Same thing with Fruit Punch Collection. Fruit Punch Collection is very salesy, honestly. Like it is very like, blah, 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 blah. And instead though, do I have Fruit Punch right now? I have something. So let's say I have the Fruit Punch Collection. Someone else give me their target audience. I think there was a 50-year-old on there. So let's go with the 50-year-old. So let's go, if yours is like, has anyone noticed that once you turn 50, all of the color washes out of your face? Let me put you on to this orange shade. I know it seems scary, but I'm going to show you how this tiny bit of orange brings to life my face. I've had skin that just is ashy ever since I was 40. Like, do you see how that all of a sudden is playing on a pain point to my target audience versus Fruit Punch Collection, blue, and now grape, and now pineapple. Do you see that? Guys, it's freaking cute as hell. You're cute as hell, but it's not the vibe for a future customer. So say it with me. My content is not a waste though, because some of you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's calling me out on all my blush reels. She's calling me out on all of my eyeshadow reels where I'm showing someone, here's how we use Paris. Here's how we do Paris. They don't give a shit about Paris. They don't care about Paris. They want to know how they can open their eyes more after being over 40. They want to know the one shade they need in their eyeshadow palette that is just a one shade that they can just swipe on their eye because they're over 30 and they ain't got time to fuss. So they need Bright Eyes and they just need to smudge that on. They don't even really need to know the name Bright Eyes. They just need to be shown it and being like, if you're over 30 and you ain't got time to fuss with eyeshadow, this is your shade, bestie. Boom. So gut check. It's okay. I don't want you guys hyperventilating over being like, wow, my whole page is just a saint catalog of like just how to, right? Some of you guys are like, dang, I've got some good stuff right there. The saint should probably come and buy my stuff and put it on their Instagram. They should, right? No, let's get better. So what's going to happen is I need you guys to understand that you could also always go in and re-voice over stuff. We'll talk about this tomorrow, but you can always go in and if you have some content saved on your phone where you're like, I've got tons of eyeshadow reels, tons of reels showing how to use the blushes, that's totally fine. We're just going to tweak how we word it. We're going to tweak those text boxes and everything like that. Okay. All right. Let me keep going and then give me a second, get us back. So should I not feel bad? I don't do a lot of makeup reels. See that, and that to be, I'm on my ADHD. I can't answer it. Save it, Allie. Write it down, Allie, and we'll talk about it. Okay. So IG bestie, who's been wondering where you have been hiding. Here are things that she wants to hear about. Want to hear something sad? My mom never taught me how to wear makeup. So picture that. Instead of my easy mom makeup routine, Jamie Ray can be like, want to hear something crazy? For 4 years, I was in a relationship where I wasn't allowed to wear makeup as she's applying the makeup dot method style. That's going to call out to an Instagram bestie where she either A, got out of a toxic relationship, or B, she's in one right now and she needs Jamie Ray's voice. Want to know something messed up? Plus size women often skip makeup because they don't want to draw attention to themselves. Do you see how that coming out of your mouth in the first 3 seconds of a reel is so much more than, let's go over the Fruit Punch Collection. Okay. I'm not dogging on you guys. I'm just trying to get my point across. Okay. Women, I turned 34 last week and I can genuinely say I look older. Here's what I'm doing. And I actually wrote that line for myself. I literally feel like I look so old. I don't know what happened. I turned 34 and literally like my face just like got old. And that's like kind of like a joke, but it's also a truth moment. Can you guys see how going back to me being like, tell me the truth, tell me something real, give me something real. That's going to land with my target audience. That maybe another 34-year-old be like, girl, I feel fine. I just got filler last week. Well, guess what? I don't have filler and I feel old. So me and my Instagram bestie club where we don't have filler, we can have a whole conversation about that. Do you guys see? The goal is to alienate audiences, but to find your club. Okay. You guys can screenshot these hooks. They're great. I'll give you guys more tomorrow, but Estee Lauder Double-Wear had a chokehold on me in 2014. Can we please talk about how no one tells you your skin changes at 30, at 40, at 50? I'm so sick of dating apps. I saw someone comment that they were like dating or trying to find a man, but I'm so sick of dating apps, but like, get ready with me while I go on a date. Like, can we see how this is going to land, y'all? That this live, laugh, love stuff over here is likely what we've been doing. And guess what? For some of y'all, you're like, well, it does get me orders. It does. But the issue is you need more. You need more people to know about you. So we've got to get out there waving our freak flag a little bit like wider, honestly. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. How did I come up with those? Easy. I told the truth / your truth. So you can't skip this, you guys. I need you to get vulnerable. We started out with those questions above of tell me the truth, go deep with me, tell me more about that, because you haven't been. You haven't been. We've been making this all about Tropicana and Paris and RO1, and it's not deep. Deep is where people relate to you. I'm not asking you to pull out trauma, but I am asking you to tell me the truth. Simply put, I was 30 years old before I ever wore makeup. That's the truth. We can go far with that. I feel like I couldn't wear makeup because I wasn't pretty enough. With that statement of you telling me the truth, we can go far with that. So your reels lack truth. Truth equals the viewer feeling something. How many of you guys have heard me say that? If you can generate feelings, you can generate sales. Because when people feel things, they'll click that link in your bio. When they relate to you hard enough, they'll click follow. When they are like, damn, where's this girl been? They're going to comment on your stuff. If your stuff is not being commented on, it means that your messaging is not tight enough and they're not feeling something because you're not telling the truth. Okay. So today let's go over the Reels formula, and then I'm going to do 3 audits. So Reels formula. Oh, wait, I was supposed to show you guys something. Where was that at? I was supposed to show you something. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I want to see if this will work. I don't know if it'll work. Hang with me, hang with me. You guys will have to tell me if you can hear this.
I learned at a very early age that being fat meant that you were disgusting. The way my family talked about big people made me see being overweight as a personality flaw rather than a health issue. The first time I got made fun of for my weight, I was in 3rd grade. A boy grabbed his chin and said, gobble, gobble. Now, obviously, all the things my family said about fat people were true about me because an 8-year-old kid said I had a double chin. As I got older, I started noticing the way my parents demonized specific foods and glorified starving.
Wait, are you guys see that? You guys can see it, right? Yes? Courtney's dying. I love you, Courtney. You guys saw that and heard that, right? First of all, that's what I mean. First of all, that's what I mean in generating feelings and telling the truth. That is an extremely vulnerable reel that extremely talks to her Instagram bestie. It's got like such tight messaging that it's like, it's for that crowd. And that makes a viewer either click follow or be like, damn, I need this makeup, or I'm going to comment, what is this makeup? That is going to generate that kind of result. Another example of this versus my simple one compact makeup or RO1, whatever. Let's keep going. We'll watch one more.
Need to talk. Us women have done so many hard things. Why do we tell ourselves we can't do makeup? And I'm not talking about a CC cream or a tinted moisturizer. I'm talking about big girl makeup. I'm going to teach you how. It's not that hard. First thing what you're going to do is you're going to take clean skin. Clean your face. So my brush has 2 sides. I'm going to have a contour side and a skin tone color side. Okay. Contour side, I just put underneath my cheekbone and along my hairline. You want extra credit? You can do down the sides of your nose. Yes. There's fancier ways to do this and you can fine tune it later. But if I've learned anything in this life, it's just start it. Just start practicing. You can tweak it and perfect it and make your little type A heart so happy. Give that a little blend out. Then I'm going to flip, remember?
Okay. So couple things that we just demonstrated right there. She knows her audience. She knows her audience so well. She wrote it down. They wear CC cream and mascara and that's it. She knows that they're outdoors women. That's why she's in front of a trailer. Guys, these women. Courtney is a up and coming top seller. Jessica has been a top seller for 2 years on Reels, both of them doing them through Reels. I am telling you right now. Wait, that's the sound from TikTok. Do you guys know that sound? You guys don't know anyone? Where she saw the guy and she thought he was a skinwalker on the plane? Anyone? No one saw. Okay, thank you, Megan. I'm telling you right now. Okay. That your issue is you're not making me feel a thing. You're not making me feel a thing, and your content is live, laugh, love. Okay. So what we're going to do to apply this is I'm going to take, it looks like we'll have time for probably 5 audits, not 3, but 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your content, and you're going to tell me in your words who she is. And we're going to kind of rough draft out your Instagram bio and what your Reels can look like. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you a full blown rhythm, posting rhythm for like this Reel you're selling, this Reel you're telling me a story, this Reel we're making an inside joke, this Reel we're teaching a tutorial, and we're going to get a rhythm for it. And then I'm going to show you editing techniques, because for some of you guys are like, I don't even know how to edit. But today I think it's important that I point out to you, to 5 of you, and we learn together what pieces of content could be, how they could be redone, and where you've been going wrong. Does that make sense? So without further ado, I will take 5 audits. Now there's only one way to do that is, what's a fair way to do this? Megan, do you have any ideas? Megan Blatter? I don't know. I know, because I can't just go on me's, because the me's are just going to come in and then I feel so dang bad. Why don't we do trivia? That always works, right? When I do trivia, right, Megan? Do you think we should just do trivia? Yeah.
Go for it. I love that you always resort to me though.
Well, because I'm like someone who has life skills that is not just chaotic. And
Do you want it, if you want it to be faster, just do 1 through 98 or whatever, and then
but
on your screen.
I know, but then I'd have to count. Like, what if the girl is like, what if the numbers?
Oh,
are-
yeah.
I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
We're gonna do trivia.
No,
Whoever's-
just make everyone put a number, like you think of a number right now in your head, and then whoever is closest to that number,
Okay, let's do.
like you write down a number on a piece of paper
That's
right
gonna
now.
get so long. Let's just do trivia, because trivia, then I can just see who writes the number in fast. Yes, Courtney. Courtney hates it. She's like, let me run this. Hold on.
So you don't actually want suggestions. It's rhetorical.
Let's light this candle. Okay. No, hold on. Da, 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 da. How many people do you need on your team to rank to artist 3? Go! I'm gonna honor you. All right, very good. Answers came in, piling in. Here we go. All right. So the first person to type 2 with that freaky fast fingers was Lauren Swan. Okay, Lauren Swan, let's give you a bio audit and an Instagram audit, content audit, all of it. Lauren, can you come off mute for me?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, just busy. Busy as a
Busy.
mother.
Okay, well, are you ready for this? Are you ready to rumble or what?
Give it.
Okay,
Bring
I
it.
think we've checked on you before. We're gonna check again.
I
Lauren
think so.
Swan.
And now we've been doing Reels challenges through June and July. And so
Yeah.
I definitely have more up there.
I love it. What was your handle again? I can't remember.
At Lauren Rose Swan, all lowercase.
I love a good Reels challenge. Okay, so in your own words, Lauren, you're gonna tell me what is she? We gotta know who your target audience is. What are her pain points?
She's a 35-year-old mom with many young children losing her mind.
In your mind. Okay, and then what young kids? And then what? Why did you say yes? Like, why did you even get say a chance?
Well, Bridget's my upline. If Bridget didn't start selling,
Yeah.
like if she wasn't out there showing me things, like what would I have done? I mean, I was the simplicity, the glowiness, how simple she made it look and how confused I thought I was.
What was your routine before Saint?
7 million bottles and stuff.
So
You have like multiple products. It was just like there was too many.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then
dealing with dry skin and like
Yeah.
how to combat that. And
right. Okay. So sorry, I have a few more. So guys, this is helpful. So if you remember when I say, tell me in your own words who you serve, this is what I'm looking for when you do this. So I'm writing that all down for her. You guys be writing that down for you. So another thing I wanted to ask is, so did you wear makeup every day?
No.
No, just kind of like, and so why do you wear makeup now? Like, how often would you say you wear it?
Now I'm wearing it majority of the days of the week, probably,
Okay.
versus
Okay.
like 1 or 2 days a week. It was like going to church, maybe
Yeah.
on a Saturday date night that I was wearing it before. But
And
like
how-
I have 3 children in 3 years, 4 and
Wow.
under. None
Wow.
are twins. And so it's just like, yeah, going on with the chaos. And it's like, if I want to feel good about myself, I'm going to put some makeup on. Takes me 2 minutes to do.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So, we're going to pull her up and we're going to look at her stuff. Okay. And we're going to give her some feedback on this. Okay. So this is our friend, Lauren Rose Swan. Number 1, love the profile picture. This, if you guys are taking notes, profile picture is key. Get that bright, get that of just your face and get it to be something recent. I am going to say right now, with the makeup line, that is pretty generic. So what I would alter that to be, Lauren, is makeup for beginners. Honestly, it sounds more like that's your style, like someone who's going to get ready in 2 minutes. She does like, right? Or am I off on that?
Yeah, no, that seems
Okay. So I would be makeup for beginners. And then, I like this line, helping busy mamas with 5-minute makeup, motherhood and mama hacks, Jesus family coffee. So motherhood and mama hacks, I probably would put more so like, what did you say? 3 under 4.
Yeah, my oldest is 4, my youngest is 1.
Yeah.
3 girls.
Yeah. You could do like, writing that line out instead. So that's really like pointed and specific to a mom that's totally overwhelmed. And then we're going to scroll down through these. I do love having a start here with new Saint users. I think that's smart. And then what I would do though, I'm betting this one for a mama who feels like she hasn't had, that's great. I love this. This is so fabulous. I'm loving this reel. One thing I would see if you could do this, Lauren, is I just would be curious if we can even change that cover photo.
Sure.
Just because it's a really powerful story and something about like, my 4, my 3 under 4 story of like having 3 kids in 4 years or whatever that may be. I'm not sure what that is, but having that on there could be really, really powerful.
Like the verbiage, like it
No,
written
with the
on
cover photo with it to say that. So how yours says new Saint user start here.
Yeah, the cover photo having the verbiage on.
Yes,
written
sorry.
there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So let's scroll through and give you some more feedback. So I'm just gonna scroll through. So I think these family photos are completely appropriate as long as you're unattached to the results. That sometimes it's like, maybe people aren't gonna comment and that's just fine, like whatever, or they will. Just, you get what I'm saying? But let's keep going through your content a little bit. So the easiest mom makeup. Let's see here. This is, yes. So I like this. I was gonna say this is totally fine because it sounds like, is this a voiceover? I think it is. Oh, maybe it's not. It's okay. Let me see here.
No, it's literally just a song.
That's totally fine. Here, I'm gonna turn that down. That's totally fine. But so something like this, you could even, I like this. Like, first of all, just so we're clear, like for the hard stop selling, which we'll learn what those are tomorrow, I think that's totally fine. Cute. But something like this would be a lovely voiceover of just like a day in the life of what you've been doing. Also maybe explaining like, just anything about like maybe the story of like, did you intend to have 4 or 3 kids under 4? You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. But if this was just going to be a hard stop selling one, I totally would keep it like this. But go back to this on this piece right here. One sec. Right there, the easiest mom makeup for moms who have, multiple kids under whatever age. Do you see how we just took that a little bit more specific?
Yeah.
That's one thing I would do versus just the mom makeup being like, oh, mom makeup, because that's pretty generic. Okay, need to simplify your makeup. This is one palette full. This is good too. One thing, hold on. Give me a second here. You're cute. Do the thing. Sorry, I know these are vulnerable. So that's cute. Hold on. Okay, so right out the gates, I know what I'm going to tell you. Let me come make eye contact with you. We got some people in the waiting room anyways. You have a lot of hard stop selling, which is totally fine. And when it's just like comment match, let's get you this makeup, one compact makeup. So tomorrow, again, we'll learn more about the rhythm, but we definitely want one reel where you're just applying the makeup and relating to your target audience. So you could, that's where on that T chart where I had you guys write out all your random interests, all the things that make you laugh, the shows you love, the blah, 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 the unpopular opinions. This is also where you can bob and weave in what pisses you. This is, I learned this from Hillary Kruger, just so I'm citing my work. This is where you would write what pisses you off, what breaks your heart, what do you wish was normalized amidst aspartame and Diet Coke. Do you understand what I'm saying there? So you're applying your makeup and you're just being like, I know I need to stop drinking Diet Coke. Or, you know, Lauren could be like, I'm going to tell you the story on how I ended up with 3 kids under 4 years old. And she's just relating to the mom that has a lot of freaking kids under 4. And so that kind of like just going through this, that is what I would say is lacking, is just storytelling content where you're just connecting as you put on your makeup. Okay. And then with these other ones though, because I think most of these are pitches. Most of these are pitches. Is that fair to say, Lauren? I mean, other than like the funny content.
Yeah.
So something to think about, you guys, with your makeup content is it just comment match most of the time, or let's get started with this one compact makeup? I would say I almost would be, you don't have to do this. This is just me being like, let's get curious. I'm not critiquing this at all about you, but I almost would see, I'm curious what 30 days of like more storytelling and less like the mom humor, like you don't have a ton of mom humor, but I just would be curious what more storytelling would do for you. More storytelling reels as you're applying the makeup. And again, that can look like voiceovers or spoken stuff, but just connecting. So you would need to get very, very clear on the pain points of being a mom with multiple littles. And being not even pain points, but just being like, let's talk about this. Let's normalize this. Here's what happened today. Oh my gosh, it's only noon and this happened, right? And that there is no punchline for comment match. It's literally you just giving the makeup exposure while you're connecting to that audience. And then when you go back to do these hard stop selling reels, I would say really playing up makeup for beginners. And you could even do a full reel on that, Lauren, where you're like, let's talk makeup for beginners. And I'm talking for beginners. Like we are, like, you know what I mean? Where you like really talk about how your makeup routine is 2 minutes, because mine is not 2 minutes. Like I'm a 10-minute-er. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where you would need to really talk to the woman that's like, you have no time. Let's go over why you need this one palette makeup, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. 1 second here. I am going to comment on a good job. I'm going to show you this really quickly. 1 second here, guys. Well, I'm whatever for the sake of time. You did a reel where you said, if you have hazel eyes, you need this. That's a lovely way, instead of being like, here's, you know, all these colors or whatever, but being like, if you have hazel eyes, if you have deep set eyes, like that is talking to a target audience versus being like, let me just show you this makeup. Does that make sense? Let me just show you.
Sure.
I love that. Okay. Let's do another trivia. Hold on. My room is getting hot. I need there it is.
Thank you, by the way.
Yes, you got it. Oh my gosh, I didn't text Hayden. I don't think my AC is working. Help. AC is not working. Okay. Let's do another trivia. Where is the next rewards trip? Okay, perfect. It is in Mexico. Okay, Gracia, let's go over it. Yes. Let's do it. Gracia, in your own words, who is your girl?
Women over 40.
Okay. What are her pain points?
Her skin is changing, her confidence is changing.
Well, tell me more about that. Why is her confidence changing?
She's more unsure about like what she should be wearing. As far as makeup goes, she's more like she's not sure, and videos make it look so easy, but she can't do it. Like there's a lot of insecurity.
Okay. What else about her?
Her kids are getting older and life is changing, her body's changing, but there's so many good things, like you have less fear about life and doing
Okay.
stuff, trying stuff.
I like it. Okay. Okay.
I have fat over my knees that I never knew. I didn't understand all these 20 years of being in the hair industry and the nails and makeup, how women would come in with dry heels and why they didn't get their pedicure once a month. And now I understand.
That's great. Honestly, that's a spoken
Yeah.
reel. I can't wait.
Well,
for it.
honesty, take care of yourself. Why can't you? Like, no, I get it. My heels are dry and it's not for lack of coming for a pedicure.
Oh, geez, I love it. So, and then I guess I didn't ask Lauren this question, but I just before I do go all in with you, what is like a goal? Like, because I think this does help me when I know, like, are you all in? Like, are you like, bring me all the damn sales? Is that like what you're thinking? Or are you like, I'm having a good time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your vibe?
Both. I want to be all in, and then I'm like anxious and like, okay, I just need to have fun, because when I go all in, I sabotage myself. And so I do a little bit of both. Like I'll get gung ho and then I'll sabotage myself, and then I'll be like,
Can I know
well,
more
I
about
didn't want
what
to do this
self-sabotage?
full time anyway.
What happens right before the self-sabotage? What's usually triggering that?
That I feel like I can't do it. Like I can't like figure it out, or I can't.
But is there like something that happens when you log on to the apps? Is there a result you're looking for that doesn't?
No, I just back off. That's why I wrote like what you said earlier. Like you're like, a confused mind won't take action. I'm not clear
Okay.
on what I want and like how to work through all of that. So I get frustrated, even if I'm reading or doing things, I feel like I get confused, and then I paralyze myself. So then I'll be like, well, I should be spending this time focusing on the kids when I know I could do both.
Right.
Or I'll make excuses of what I could do with my time better.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, I couldn't handle all that anyways, or whatever. I don't know. I just start, it's more like self-sabotage and thoughts, and then a paralyzation as far as action.
Right. I think ultimately there are two clarifying categories here. One is your audience and the other is what you want at Saint. And I want to thank you for actually letting me talk to you about this, because I think a lot of people on right now haven't addressed that as well, which is, and I do feel like that has kind of been like the back and forth with you. So, was there a time when you did know what you wanted, or what you like, why you signed up? Like what was that like?
I like helping women.
Okay.
I want to feel free financially. Like I could, I don't have any restraints, like as far as like, I'm married and I don't like, I am lucky in where I don't have to ask permission to get my nails done or anything like that. I'm not in that kind of situation, but I would still like to have like extra money to, like, it's my daughter's going to turn 16. I'd want to be like, okay, I like to take you on vacation, or like there's a financial freedom that I would like. I started Saint because I've been doing hair and all that and raising the kids from home, and I feel like Saint was a good transition for me from doing hair. My wrists and my like I'm just done doing hair. But I feel like even in hair and all of that, I kind of just take a back seat to being successful in all of it. Like once I'll build my hair business till I'm swamped, and then I'll quit. Just because I'm like, oh, I can't have these people needing me. Like, no, like commitment phobe, I guess. So the commitment to myself and to the business is where it gets hard. But why I did it was for obviously financial, and to help. My number one is I love helping women. I love helping them feel confident, that's why I stuck with hair all these years, because just seeing it's like an instant gratification.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm hearing, can I handle it? Is kind of what stands out to me the most, because it's like you joined for it's a very vague AF live, laugh, love reason, which was financial freedom. And I want to explore that more with you if you would like to, but I feel like, to you though, you feel like that comes at the cost of time, getting overwhelmed, and like, oh my gosh. And I think we decided you were an Enneagram 9, like being a little bit more passive. Did you find out if you were an Enneagram 9?
3, 2, 3, 9.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Interesting.
2 was the one that came the strongest.
Okay. So, but being
I
like,
can't-
can I not handle the needs of a customer base? Like, let's say Gracia woke up.
I don't want to disappoint a customer. a
Yeah,
person
like
that
I woke
wants
up to 100 matches. I don't even know if I can handle this. Is this what I wanted? This is chaos. Is it worth it? Type thing. Right? I don't know. Is
Or
that
will they be they could probably go with another artist who will take care of them, like who will be better at like being,
interesting? Yeah. Yeah. Fascinating. Okay.
horrible. I know.
So I like this. And
Very raw,
what?
very raw.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think one thing that everyone needs to know though is that, and remind yourself of with a post-it note or whatever you want, is this is a 1099 business. And Gracia knows that because she worked for herself. Like, that you guys get to decide if you're going to respond to your customers within the hour or if you're a 24-hour. I'm a 24-hour kind of gal. I'm a 24-hour kind of upline. And there is nowhere in Saints policies and procedures that says I have to do whatever. And the other thing is with like being overwhelmed is that you will be supported. Like you will like if does that make sense? Like if you got all those matches or whatever, if you did blow up, because I do feel like I look at your stuff. I mean, we're gonna look at your stuff right now together, but you have a lot of great things that you would be able to handle it. There would be systems in place. You would be shown like even just by your silence. Let's say I didn't respond because I'm a 24-hour kind of upline, but Courtney's going to chime on in and be like, oh, hey, here's what you're going to do to respond to your customers real fast. Like there are going to be people to support you and buoy you up in that area. But I will say, I think you might be having trouble doing this because you don't really know what you want. Like you don't know like why are we waking up on a Monday morning to film another reel? But I think you kind of do though. So like, I don't know, like just throw spaghetti at the wall with me really quick. Just tell me, like, just give me some like offhanded reasons. Like we had your daughter, like take your daughter on a trip. Do you have a number, Gracia? Like anything, like a number where you're like, dang, that would be really cool if I made that a month.
I would love a take home of 5,000.
Okay. What about a take home of 1,000? Are you doing that right now?
No, I would love that too, but you were saying what would I love?
Yeah, no, I know.
I would love.
We're doing spaghetti here. We're going
Am I
back.
doing 1,000 a month? What I'm doing now is probably the least of what I've done since I've started, which is frustrating to me, and I have all my sales are friends, family, and referrals. I have one person who's bought one stranger who's bought from me.
And with that being said, does it appeal to you to learn from Samantha and what she taught last week around classes? Or are you like, no, I want the new audience?
I want the new audience. Like, I don't mind selling to my friends and family and I love helping them, but I've kind of, I would like to start I don't want all my eggs in that basket. I would like to have different things and I like the makeup as an avenue. I don't feel like my makeup is my end all be all. I like the avenue it gives me to reach women.
Mm-hmm.
Vehicle it
Mm-hmm.
gives me to reach women. So yes, I love makeup. I feel like hair and makeup and all that is great, but my passion is like inspiring people, getting them unstuck, getting them out of their ruts, like emotionally more so, and like working on those things, which but then sometimes it puts me back in that space. So like I do a lot of, like I work through a lot of that stuff and then and then I get overwhelmed and then I pause. But usually 99% of the time when I'm doing makeup, it's usually very relational and very, so I think that's why my online stuff is like so weird, because it's not my and I don't mind doing classes, but I feel like the big classes are also a little bit frustrating for me because I don't have a system in place for that, and it's chaos, which I'm fine with. But with the makeup, it's not like you're having a Tupperware party and you're giving all the information and I don't care what they do. There's so much hands-on that goes into it for my parties anyways, that it's not the more the merrier for me for that. And there's often a big group of women at the parties.
Are you
and stuff.
talking in person?
In person. So you were asking me like, do I want in person or online? I
Did you watch Samantha's training though on her online classes?
the one from last week, not yet.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday.
Oh, Facebook classes. I thought you meant in-person classes.
Yeah, either
'cause
one is great, but I am curious about Facebook classes.
So my Facebook classes are hit or miss. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is to it
Mhm.
yet. And I know I'm really bad at follow-up with Facebook classes because I get super annoyed when people have Facebook classes and they inbox me. So I don't do it because I don't like when they do it to me. Like if I have a party for somebody and then they friend me and then they
Mhm.
ask me 3 times after I said no if I want to host a party, and I'm really nice and I love supporting people, but I also like feel like
Is it possible that someone out there though sees that as serving and it's not always
For
annoying just because you've had that experience?
for sure.
You have a lot of thoughts, Gracia. I love them. I love them, but there are a lot of
And
question
they
marks.
paralyze me.
I can't because only you can.
No,
Only
the thoughts paralyze me, I said.
Oh yeah, no, the thoughts do paralyze you, but I'm just gonna like in the same way that I feel like, because some of you guys are not gonna go with like you're gonna be really overwhelmed with the target audience thing, and you're gonna be like, I'm just gonna keep doing mom makeup or whatever. Or I'm just gonna keep doing whatever. I think a lot of you guys would have success if you just chose a topic and ran with it for 60 days with the formula I'm going to give you tomorrow. And with that, on that same vein, Gracia, I feel like if you just chose a number to try for 60 days, I think you might see that the clarity goes away, or the clarity comes forward, because you're confused with all of these different options. There's options for this, that, and a rat-a-tat. There's options everywhere. But when we can just quiet the noise and be like, my goal is to sell $3,000 in 60 days. You know what I mean? Or my goal is, just like choosing one thing, that all of a sudden it puts you into more action than just being like, I want the whole thing. I want to post on TikTok, Reels, everything. I'm going to try and do a class here. I'm going to try and do an in-person there. But like, if you can just quiet the noise and be like, I'm just going to focus on this one thing, it feels suffocating and it starts to feel like, but what about all of this other stuff? But you're not even doing all of the other stuff. Does that make sense?
Yes.
No, what's confusing?
What do you mean by, I know what you mean about focusing and
Like, what if I think if you just wrote yourself a quick little plan of just like, Gracia, you're only allowed to work on 3 things, rinsed and repeated for 60 days to hit one goal. So let's start with that one goal.
Okay.
Are we going to
Okay,
sell 5,000, make, go ahead.
3 would be good. I think I make like between 6,000 and 600 to 1,000
in sales.
in sales.
So but
And
if we said,
that's what I make.
oh, you make that, not sell that.
Right.
So
Like
if
I make anywhere from 150 to 300 a week.
okay. Which is awesome.
Not this week,
Yeah.
but usually.
But can we tell me a number that feels good? So for the month of August, just
3,000 would be amazing.
3,000 in take home or selling
Take home. 1,000 would be great too, but it's kind of what I do.
on average. Yeah. So we're going to say, who's a math whiz? Megan? What is that? To make 3,000, what is that? Are we selling 6,000, 5,000 for that roughly?
With bonuses, yes.
Okay, so we're roughly selling $5,000.
Right?
Yeah.
Courtney would be better, or if
That was
Shannon
on
did.
that was on my vision board for this month to sell 5,000.
I like it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, and guys, wow, look at the rabbit hole. I told you I have ADHD, but I love this though. This is so important. Thank you, Gracia,
You
for
picked
being
the person to support your ADHD.
I love it. No, this is so good because I do feel like mindset is a big part of all this overwhelm, and more is to come tomorrow. Do not stress. But so for $5,000, we're gonna name 3 things that you're gonna do, and it's just these 3 things, so that your brain does not go like, what the heck? It literally is gonna fit right here. What are the things that we know will move the needle for a $5,000 month?
There you go. I think Becky posted it, Jack, and Gracia.
Thank you. Say it again.
So for me,
So
my
8,000 SB would give you 3,200 at 40% bracket.
Okay, thanks, Becky. All right, go for it, Gracia.
my in-person parties make the most money, or my one-on-one in-person.
Now I want to ask you though, does that light you up though? Do you enjoy them? No.
Mm-mm.
So what you're going to do is we're going to shoot for this $5,000 sales month, but we're going to understand that we're in a learning month, that we're trying to master a new behavior, and that we have a lot of what I call high intention, low attachment to this $5,000 number.
Okay.
Shooting for the moon, we might hit the stars, because you're in the habit, or we are trying to build the habit of where you actually like your business.
Mhm.
So outside of in-person classes, what is something that we know Gracia 2.0, who's selling $5,000 a month, what is she doing daily? What are some needle movers for her?
I would love to be able to make content and then build relationships creating the content through that. Like,
Love that.
I
So content, do we mean live video or reels? What feels good?
I love live videos, and
Okay.
I like reels, but I feel like I am a little bit like weirded out in the reel
Okay.
area. So I love doing stories, and I love doing live because I feel like I don't think about it. I just do it. And then there's no there's no planning to it, which is terrible. I know.
That's
I'm
okay.
trying to be better about writing down topics and being so, like, for me, when I'm putting in my cup and then I give that back out, usually that's like, it's super fun for me. So if I'm
Say that again. When you what?
so when I'm learning something, so say I'm reading a book and I'm learning like about triggers, and I talk about that like while I'm doing my makeup, I'll start teaching makeup and then I go on like a tangent about like what I'm learning, and then I feel like I get a ton of feedback.
Mhm.
And then I love like the relation, like that interaction, and then usually, and the makeup, and like teaching them makeup, and obviously they buy the makeup, but like,
So is
just the
that a massive
connection.
part of your target audience though that we miss, is a self-development, that your target audience is someone that is listening to self-development?
Yeah,
Where are the keys to the Jeep?
We can't find the Jeep.
I'm sorry.
You're cute. Okay. Come off mute again, Marisha. You're totally fine, Megan. Okay. Self-development.
so
I'm
I like funny. So I like to laugh. I like my target woman would be somebody who loves to laugh, doesn't take herself seriously, like loves to grow. I like depth, but I also like really lighthearted
Mhm.
and funny.
Okay. We're gonna wrap this up. So I have live and reels as a daily thing. And then I have conversations. Is that fair to say or no?
Yeah.
But can I take that one step further?
Yeah.
You're gonna need to do some thought work around this. Maybe text me afterwards,
Yeah.
depending on if you're even interested in being coached around this.
Yeah.
But you need to understand it's not just conversations, it's offers. How are you loving your makeup? Are you interested in doing whatever? Are you interested in whatever? Like, offers are either opportunity, add-ons, or whatever. But I would say conversations are a big piece. Conversations with offers paired with just, of course, just girl talk. Girl talk is fine too. But offers make you so much more money. Okay. And then what's the third thing that Gracia wants to do to have her?
I do like in person. I think the party situation is more like when you don't know, like I've had parties where I don't know the people. So I do like the in-person interactions.
Mhm.
Maybe just I don't know. I need more. I don't mind it if I had some like organization to my chaos, like a right.
Did you
like I've
watch Leah Tim's training?
Yeah, I've watched some of the, I don't know who I watched, but the one who had the class at conference.
No, Leah Tim and our team. She sells 10 grand a month and she does in person. She had the tattoos. She went live in the Glow Getters. It's all in the guides. I would
She
totally watch that one.
watched a
Yeah.
couple of the in-person ones. I'll write her name down to see if she was one. There
Leah
was
Tim.
one that I lack in the coaching my hostess, and I lack in follow-up.
And what are you going to do to change that?
That I need to get myself a party.
But is it possible you don't know what to say? That's what I was kind of, if you guys saw in my directs chat the other day, I was asking, are you guys struggling with, like, do you know what to say to follow up? Or is that like, what am I saying? Or do you feel good about it?
I'm not as nervous about what to say. I'm more so like, yeah, I guess I struggle with because I had my own stuff. Like, if they really wanted it, they went through this whole class. Like, how many times do I need to keep asking if they need makeup? You know what I mean? Or if they
Right.
want a party or a class. Like, I guess I'm so used to, and this sounds terrible, but with like hair, you post a picture of what you do and you get the referrals. Like, if somebody wants to come to you, they will. And so, and it was super easy for
But
me
let's
that
say
way.
I move you to
That's not-
Jamaica. Let's say you're moved to Jamaica. No one knows you. You're starting an Instagram account. You
Right.
posted a picture of hair.
Right.
You have the equity. You have the equity to back up those things. I just want to challenge you on one thing because I'm gonna audit you because I want to be able to do one more.
Yeah.
But who are you without the thought that you're annoying people? That's all I want to say. I want to mic drop it on that because that is, and it's quite literally not truth. Who are you without the thought that you following up with people is annoying? I'll tell you who you are. You're Gracia who sells 5 grand. Okay, let's move on to auditing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks
All right.
everybody for listening to my stuff.
Yes, it's been helpful. It has been, but I got to get to one more person. So we're going to pull up Gracia. JK. Here we go. There you are. So are you big mostly on Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram. And but my Instagram transfers over to my Facebook, but I'd say Instagram. I do my lives in Facebook and my beauty groups in Facebook, but I like to be in Instagram more.
Okay. Totally fine. So first things first, Gracia, what are we
Yeah.
doing with your name field? Let's move the 40 stuff up there.
Yeah, remember we tried that and for some reason it
So you need
won't
to, I figured out how to do it at my retreat. You have
Oh, you
to
did?
delink them. You just have to delink them. So you're going to go, I'll send you what to do. It's going to take me a couple hours. I'm gonna be honest, because right from this appointment, I'm going to another one. So I always
have
say that,
appointments I have to go
just
to
bug me
tomorrow.
again
Okay.
and I will tell you, but you
I
need,
could try to figure it out.
yeah,
delink them.
no. I have it. I figured out how, but we have to, I'll tell you how. It's easy enough. So
Okay.
in your name field, you would audit that. You're over 40 bestie. So, so in here, I would definitely, I'm going back to what you had said. You'd said that you are self-development junkie. Your mom audience doesn't take herself seriously. And whatever, you're navigating being over 40, right? Is that right?
Yep.
So out the gates, I would be like, something like navigating over 40 life, and then something about over 40 life and personal development. We'll have to go back and forth on this one.
Yeah.
But personal development. And then something about hair. How long did you do hair for?
Oh my God. Probably at this point, 25 years, maybe
Oh my
more.
gosh. Yeah. So 25 years in the beauty industry is awesome.
Yeah.
We love
I
that.
think-
Okay. So, but with your target audience being over 40, I'm just going to show you a couple of reels and how I would make sure that they are talking to that girl. Okay. I'll give you an example. Storytelling one. We'll have to go back and forth on your bio though. Okay. So number one, it is your life mission to actually unpin this and pin something for over 40. Do you have a reel on that already? Like being like an over 40 pain point?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know which one. I'd have to look.
That's okay. So right out the gates, like Gracia, you have some really, this lighting is bomb.com. Like you have a super cute face. You have like these doe-like eyes. This lighting is bomb diggity. There are about 2 things, even without sound that just one thing that we're not doing. And I know what you're going to say. You're gonna be like, I don't know what to hook these as, right? Yep. So what, hold on, let me turn this down.
I did a couple, like the one below it has a hook, but not, I know. Ugh, this is our conversation. I know.
Well, are you open to this though? The last thing
1000%.
You are
I just
open
feel
to it.
bad because I'm so bad at it.
No, who are you without that thought of saying that all the time?
Right.
Yeah. You're Gracia who sells $5,000. Watch out, bitches.
Here I come.
Like here I come. She whispers that, no, here I freaking come. That's what this is. So
Okay.
a couple things is you have the bones of some beautiful reels, but you are forgetting every single time you sit down. You need to write this down either on a note card, post-it note, the screensaver of your phone. You need to write down who she is. She's over 40. She has cracked heels. She used to make fun of people who did. She's kind of waffling on her style. She's freaking loves personal development. She is trying to navigate her skin changing, her body changing. Like you need to have this available to you on a note card or a post-it note somewhere, Gracia, because when you sit down to do these reels, it's not going to be just one brush, one compact, one cream, one this, one that, and the rest of that. It's listen, Linda, from whoever we're talking to, you're going to talk to her. So all right out the gates, this beautiful reel that you did, I want you to redo today. I'm literally giving you an assignment. You are to redo this reel because it's damn good. And you're going to say, we're going to give it a hook. We're going to say, did turning 40 hit you like a Mack truck? Something like that. And you're going to have it right up here, Gracia, or right down here. Ideally, when you film next time though, just scoop back a scotch so you can leave room right here to have your hook right up there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But this is a really good looking reel. I'm just going to tell you, with the right hook and the right voiceover, this could be the best. Okay. So what I want you to do is tell me a story. We can do 2 things with this reel. Are you okay with doing 2 things, or are you like attached to posting too many times?
No, whatever you want me to do.
I want you to do 2 things with this reel. I want you to story tell with one of them, a voiceover. So she's going to take one of her old reels that didn't have a hook, and all y'all on right now also have one as well, where you're like, I didn't do a hook and I just did it. So you're going to go story tell it. And I want you to story tell, Gracia, the cracked heel story. I do. Because first of all, you guys, do you notice how she's telling the truth? We're just telling the truth. These are things you guys already say. And it's what you would talk about with your girlfriends and be like, good, you're at Starbucks and you're like, I freaking used to make fun of these girls. These women that would come and sit in my chair. Why were your heels cracked? You are nasty. I am now heel cracked lady. My name is Gracia, and turning 40 hit me like a Mack truck. Right? This is literally her story, y'all. So Gracia's just going to do one storytelling reel, and she's going to hook it up at the top, and she's going to say, what is she going to say? You're going to say turning 40 came with lots of surprises, or did turning 40 hit you like a Mack truck? Using the word you guys, is really powerful. Not saying, hey guys, but you. I always say you in my stories or you in my reels, like you need this. You like using you is really powerful. And then Gracia, because we don't give a flying frick about posting 2 times in one day, you're going to post it again. But this time you're going to hard stop sell to me. You're going to hard stop sell to me. You guys, this rhythm will all make sense tomorrow on why I'm doing storytelling and hard stop sell. But then you're going to full blown tell me about this makeup. And
in a different reel, not the same reel.
No, that exact same one. Who freaking cares? What are you doing? We have 900 followers. No one freaking gives a flying frick. right
So
now.
they're gonna come up next to each other in my
Oh,
reels.
yeah, and it's just gonna make the Brock Johnsons cringe, like it, whatever. It's totally fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We are in a
Oh.
little bit of a spaghetti era. It is totally fine. You,
Gotcha.
Gracia, just so you guys know, Gracia, who makes $5,000 a month or sells it, she does this. This is the vibe. This is the energy shift I was talking about. So just so you guys know, like, we don't care. Gracia is interested in being curious, not critical about her reels, and she's interested in getting a new result. So she's okay with piloting out 2 reels next to each other. So she's going to do that one. And then the next one is going to be a hard stop sell reel. So Gracia, what kind of foundation did you wear before you found Saint?
None,
None. Gasp. Why?
because I hated shopping for makeup.
Why?
And I
Tell me
didn't
more.
like
You guys
it.
see this? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. I need it all.
Me? I didn't know what to wear. I waited for my best friend who I saw once every 6 months to tell me what she was wearing, and I might go buy that if whatever, or if we
All
went
right.
shopping to buy
Stop.
something, but I didn't have energy. Laziness.
That's why. Okay, here we go. Want to hear something crazy? I'm 40 years old, and I used to wait every 6 months to go shopping with my girly best friend to buy foundation. Hook. There you go. You guys see it? You're just telling the truth. So Gracia's now going to voice that over, and she's going to say at the top of it is, scroll away if you're not over 40. That's what the hook is. And she's going to say whatever I just said. I don't even know what I just, but it was magical.
Yeah, I waited every 6 months for
Yeah.
my girl.
Do you want to hear something crazy? I waited every 6 months to go shopping with my girly best friend. And y'all know you have that girly best friend that knows the skinny on the best makeup things or whatever makeup to get. And then you're going to say, but I turned 40 and I was ready to learn how to wear makeup. What you see me putting on here is actually just one palette. And for someone like me, makeup overwhelmed. Like, I'm just going on and on. Makeup overwhelmed me, blah, 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 blah. So you're a little bit of storytelling mixed with hard stop selling. And then you can let people know I'm applying my concealer, blush, contour, and my foundation. I'm going to blend it all together. Watch how gorgeous this will look on my over 40 skin. So we're going to really emphasize the over 40. And I want you to pilot those 2 out today. I want you to pilot telling me a story about cracked heels and being like, oh, who are you ladies? And then I want you to pilot telling me the hard stop selling, and you can go ahead and give me a call to action for that as well. But
What would a call to action be like?
Like it could be comment match if you wanted to, or it could just be start a conversation. You could just be like, do any of you guys have a bestie that always knew? Like, you could just like be like, let's connect over that, whatever. So, yeah, I'm just kind of scrolling through here. I'm going to see. I think you should just start with that, and we can come back to you tomorrow, but I do feel like there are a
It's
lot
more music based. Like, I'll just put a song and put on my makeup. On TikTok, I try to write stuff on the screen because it just shows, because it gives me.
I'm talking your voice on both of these, like Barfaloony. We are not doing music. Guys, GTFO with the music, like literally GTFO with it. I'm so over it. People want real. Give them real, Gracia. Let them hear you fumble. Let them hear your freaking proud Chicago accent. We need it. Yeah. Get it out there. I mean, sure, turn down a song super low in the background, but guys, that's going to be the first thing that when I look at, I'll have time for one more account to look at, is these text boxes with like happy music. Stop. Real. I am looking for guts. I'm looking for vulnerability. I'm looking for your freak flag. I'm looking for the cracked heel story. I'm looking for Gracia being like, I did not put on real makeup till I was like 40. Other than that, I had a friend that told me what to wear. I'm looking for those stories. Okay. One more. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes, let's go. Let LFG. Okay. Tag a bestie who you're gonna get a pedicure with. I love it. What month is Black Friday in? All right, let's go, Alyssa. She goes, no. Alyssa's like, I'm gonna take this with NOV. All right, Alyssa, what is the name of your account? You can come off mute, by the way, when you're on the hot seat.
Sorry. It's
You're good.
Allie Rob _9.
Allie, how are you, Allie?
Good. You can call me Alyssa.
Good.
It's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Allie,
I'm sorry. It's Allie _Rob9. It's ROBB9. So ALI _ROBB9.
okay, perfect. So in your own words, we've got your PA, boss mode over here. Over 35 women overcome and find confidence and see Jesus never left. Jesus makeup mama marriage. Love it. Okay. So tell me, okay, so are we connecting with women that are busy, like that are like also working a big girl job, like being a PA?
That's what I think the target audience should be. After listening to you today, I'm thinking maybe like burnt out healthcare workers. I don't know if that's too narrowed down.
All right. I like it. And then, obviously Christianity is a big part. And then you obviously follow Olivia Reeves, is that right?
Mhm.
So you've been shown, like, we can totally.
Yeah.
And how do you
Yeah.
feel about tutorials in your scrubs? Is that something you're interested
Fine.
in or not
Yeah.
interested?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
It's totally a very good, okay. So, and then over 35. Okay, I'm thinking here. What else can you tell me about your target girl? Like, what about makeup makes her, why is she interested in makeup?
For me, it was probably like I didn't wear much before Saint, or like I tried, but
Tell me about that. Tell me more about that. You tried.
so I found Saint and started using it a year ago. So it was post COVID, and like I would say maybe for the 2 years before that, I didn't do any makeup on my face because I was in a mask.
Okay.
And before that, just very minimal, something quick, easy,
Like what?
like a tinted moisturizer
Perfect. Love it.
and some mascara.
I love it. See, look at the specificity we just uncovered. Just
Yeah.
like, tell me more about that, y'all. You guys are gonna all do this. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the best part. Haha, to those that left early. I have a Telegram chat where I'm gonna be able to coach you guys for 2 days deeper on these. So let me put that in the chat so you guys can all go join that so that we can keep doing tell me more about that to one another. So I just put it in the chat. Okay, so Miss Beautiful Allie is healthcare. So you're PA. Okay. This is awesome. You're like Izzy Stevens, like the real deal, right? I mean, it's just fun. Like, you're just super smart and beautiful. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now, I need a new pinned post up at the top. That is, what you just told me, the like mask story being like, you're gonna be like, and it's gonna be voiced over. So just go grab any of these other reels that you had that's like about a minute long, and you're going to be like, are there any other healthcare providers out there that you're kind of like, are we wearing makeup again? Like something like that. And then you're gonna tell your story. My name is Allie. I'm a PA, and I'm gonna show you why I put on makeup now, because I, like you, was in a mask for so long that I almost forgot or whatever, something like that. But you're going to put a new story. So it's also known as like your wolf howl. So you're going to wolf howl in all the healthcare workers and the pain points of wearing a mask. Are we doing this? We're wearing foundation. Why? Whatever. And then some of these though, you've got some, you've got one, let me just show you. So what I would do is I'm going to pull up your stuff and show you a couple of examples of how I would tweak this, just the scotch. So this one's super beautiful of you right here. Great lighting. And you've got, let me show you 4 steps. Awesome. I'm here for it. This is great. Whatever this is. But, I personally would do, I mean, that we could probably go longer, but whatever, like something like that is if that was longer, honestly, I thought that was going to be longer. If that was longer, I would personally tell again the story of being a PA and why you put on makeup. So maybe brain dump the pain points, because again, going back to that list of what are the pain points, what are the desires, what are the pain points of a woman that's in healthcare, and 3 reasons why working in healthcare is hard and why it's important for you to do self-care with makeup, like something like that.
Okay.
But even so, I want to point out something too, Allie, is that like there's this reel right here. And again, this is, I'm going to point this out because all of you guys have this reel probably on your feed right now. Which is this one right here. Contour 101. Oh my gosh, wait, we met in Nashville. Oh
Yeah.
where do I know her from? It all clicked. Hi. So Contour 101, I love that. So you're teaching me and that's totally fine. I'm here for it. I hate myself for being like, where do I know her? Where do I know her? Now I'm like, oh yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, I know, but now it's all come together. I totally remember chatting with you at that party. Okay. So what I would do with that though is instead of it being for like, because for beginners is totally fine if your account is for beginners though. But I would be like, instead, and because now we know your target audience, being like, just being like, is contour silly if you wear a mask every day? Do you see how it's like becomes a little bit more specific to that audience? Or like why I contour even though I'm in a mask, or contour for women who used to only wear tinted moisturizer. Do you see how I'm grabbing those actual things, those truthful things that you told me, and now turning those, because the for beginners is fine if that's what your whole account is geared towards, just for beginners. Like we're doing everything for beginners, winged eyeliner for beginners, blah, blah, blah for beginners. But instead we are trying to wolf howl in the drained healthcare worker, the girl that wore tinted moisturizer, or you know what I mean? Like all of that, I would say turning more of your content into that. Does that make sense at all where I'm going with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I love it. And then I would just tell you that just more spoken content, like, and we're going to learn more about that tomorrow, but way more voice and voiceover and spoken. And if any of you guys are kind of lost on where I'm going with like, well, how do I know if I'm talking to my target audience? If I hear it come out of your mouth. So I said that with Gracia, over 40, 2 times. With Allie, it's going to be healthcare worker or PA or the tinted moisturizer bit, or being like, you know what I mean? Like those things where it's a very secret club that you're trying to create with your reels. And that's going to draw in the new audience. Okay. What questions do we have? We have 3 minutes for questions. And I know that was a lot. And I want to thank Gracia for being so vulnerable. Seriously, Gracia, thank you for being super vulnerable. I know that we went off a little bit of a mindset thing, but I do always find those helpful for you guys to know you're not alone. And it is important that not only do you get clear on who your audience is, but you guys, it's really hard for you to move anywhere here at Saint if you don't have a clear goal. It's really hard for you to make money next month if you won't even admit to yourself out loud, what's that dollar amount? And if it's not a dollar amount, is it 10 new customers? Like I'm begging you guys to just get specific about things, because that's going to change everything when it comes to reels and or your Saint business. Tomorrow we'll cover more actual nuts and bolts of editing and styles of posting. For now, we'll use that Telegram chat to chitty chat. So if you want to try out target audiences in there, go try them out in there and I will give you feedback. Again, keep in mind, I've got a jam-packed day today, so I probably won't be in there till probably around 6 p.m. today, but I will be. But in the meantime, go practice that line out on one another. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Get specific so that you can see how you guys can be redoing pieces of content the way that I showed Gracia how to redo basically a live, laugh, love piece of content. One compact, one brush, because that was a really good reel. And a lot of you guys have really good content, but it's not tight messaging spoken to a direct woman. So let's change that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's call is posted in the Glow Getters. I'll tell you when. I'm pretty sure it's at like noon or something like that. I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging.